Let's look at the final question of the General Physics Examination Revision question. Question 21 says, a block of mass m is released from rest at a height r above a horizontal surface. The acceleration due to gravity is g, that's small g there. The block slides along the inside of a frictionless circular hoop of radius capital R. Which one of the following expressions give the speed of the mass at the bottom of the hoop? Okay, you have your options there. A, 0, B, you have this, C, you have your options, D, you have your option there, then E, you have this option. All right, so the first thing we have there, we're given this diagram here. Let's try to reproduce this diagram. So solution to this, solution. Let's reproduce this diagram here. All right, so we have this hoop here. Let's see how we can get this hoop done. Okay, so we have this. So here, like this, and then going upwards this way. Here. Then let's just take this up a bit, somewhere around here. All right, so we have this. I'm going to put this as the bottom of the hoop. Excuse me. All right, this down a bit. Have this down a bit. We'll have this. All right, so we have this here. Okay, so we have the object from the height r, somewhere around here, here, here. This slides down to the center, come to the center here, put this, okay, then this. Of course, the object should be the same size, so don't mind my drawing. All right, this is just a rough sketch. Let me just try to see if I can make this the same size. So all I have to do is just come here, increase this from here to somewhere around here. Okay, okay, goes up like this, and then goes up this way. All right, so this goes down this way. So this goes down, 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 down this way. Okay, you have R. So this way here. We're having R this way, here, then this, excuse me. So we have here is R. And again, they said the height from here, the height from this to the bottom here also is R. So this, like this, like this, this, and this is also R. So we have this as R. Okay, so we have this. All right, let's analyze this question here. What are we given here? They said the block of mass M. So given, let's write it this way, given, the first you're given there is the mass M. Okay, next up it said release from a height. All right, release from rest at a height R. So number 2, released, or better still, height R. Okay, height R. That's the second thing we're given there. What else do you have there? They said the acceleration due to gravity is g. Okay, the block slides along the inside of a frictionless circular hoop of radius r. So number 3, we're given radius still the same r. So height and radius basically has the same r. Okay. Okay. What is again? It said acceleration due to gravity. Number 4, acceleration due to gravity. We're given gravity, or better still, acceleration due to gravity, small g. Then finally, what do we ask for? They said which of the following expressions give the speed of the mass at the bottom of the hoop? So number 5, speed of mass, let's call that velocity v, it's equal to unknown. That's what is required. Now, how do we solve this question here? To solve this question, we need to apply the concept of energy conservation. All right. For this, we need to apply apply the concept of energy conservation. Conservation. And how do we do that? For this concept here, it's very simple. The potential energy, PE, at the initial stage plus the kinetic energy at the initial stage is equal to the final potential energy, that's F, plus the kinetic energy, that's at the final stage. All right. So basically, the initial potential energy plus the initial kinetic energy, it's equal to the final potential energy plus the final kinetic energy. And how do we apply these two? If you look at the diagram given here, they said the block swings from this top here up till at this point. We're asked to find the speed at the bottom of the hoop. That's this. So basically, our initial point is this. Let's call this point here A. Point A. This is our initial point. While point B at the bottom, B here, is the final stage. Now, at the initial stage, let's take kinetic energy. So let's take kinetic energy KE at the initial stage. Now, at the initial stage, if you look at this, the simple idea about this is that this block here is swinging from this point. All right, let me show you this. It swings from this point here, this hoop here. It swings down to this point, then goes up, swings to this point, stops here, and then swings down back again to this point here, A. If you're to label this part A, that's this point, part B, the bottom, and part C. The simple concept is that it moves from A down to B, swings to C, stops at C, then comes back again this way. That's simple concept here. So if you want to analyze this at A, which is your initial point, all right, this is initial point A, what happens? Now, coming back to A, you want to observe that it stops at A, all right? It swings from C to B to A, stops at A, then goes back to B, right? And then goes to C, stops at C, just like that. So that's the motion of this, all right? Moves from A to B and then C, stops at C, then goes back to B, and then from B to A, stops at A. At A, it stops. When a body stops, what happens there is that its kinetic energy becomes zero. So initial kinetic energy is equal to what? There, zero. So it stops from here, and then it starts going back. If it's zero, at this point A, the potential energy is equal to, don't forget that potential energy is the energy possessed by a body either at rest or by virtue of its position. And it's also given by mg times h. But in this question here, we said h is actually what? There, r. We use r to represent height. So I'm having mgr. So at the initial stage, kinetic energy is zero because the body stops moving at A and starts going back to the bottom. Meanwhile, the potential energy is mg. Instead of mgh, it becomes mgr because we use r to represent what? There, the height. So let's fix in these two conditions there. So potential energy here becomes mgr plus kinetic energy is what there? Zero. I've told you why too. It's equal to the final point we're considering is at the bottom B. At this bottom, what do you observe? So let's look at the final position. That's the bottom here. So we'll take the B part, this bottom, as the final position. Now, in this case here, let's consider the kinetic energy as well as the potential energy at this point. So at point B, kinetic energy final as well as potential energy final. Again, analyzing this diagram here, recall that we said the body moves from A, goes through B, and from B goes to C. Stops at C, from C goes back to B, and then stops at A. In essence, the two stopping points are A and C. That means at point B, the body does not stop, but it's still moving with a certain velocity v. In essence, the kinetic energy at the final point is half times m times v squared. All right, v is the velocity at the bottom, which we asked to calculate. Again, come to potential energy. For potential energy, we said potential energy exists when a body is static. At point B, the body is not static. All right, the body is moving from B to C and from B to A. So at point B here, there is no potential energy because the body is not static, it is still moving. In essence, the final potential energy is zero at the bottom. Let's bring in these conditions to the question here. The potential energy is final, that's zero, because at point B, the body keeps moving and does not stop. Plus, for the kinetic energy final, we have the formula there as half times m times v squared. So we have this. Now, working on this, mgr plus 0 obviously gives you mgr. It's equal to 0 plus half mv squared gives you half mv squared. So we have this. Now, don't forget that when you have the same thing or the same parameter on both sides of an equation, they can cancel out. In essence, from here, m can cancel m from here. We're left with gr is equal to half v squared. We want to move 2 over here, just move 2 over here. So it becomes 2 times gr is equal to 1 times v squared. 1 times v squared is v squared. Work on this. 2 times gr is 2gr is equal to v squared. If we swap these two, we'll have that v squared is equal to what there? 2gr. So we have this. So v squared equal to 2gr becomes the velocity of the body at the bottom of the hoop. All right. All right. So here's your formula. Of course, we can get the value of v, where we can say that v is equal to the square root of 2gr. This is the actual velocity, right? V equal to square root of 2gr. So let's see which of these is in the option. Coming to the option here, let's see. All right, so we can see that that is option E, v squared equal to 2gr. So that becomes the answer to this particular question, okay? All right, guys, so this is the end of the general physics examination revision, right? I hope you've learned a lot from question 1, question 2, question 3, up to question number 21, all right? All right, guys. So as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do well to hit the like button, like this video, right? Also leave a comment, right? Leave a comment. If you enjoyed this series on the general physics examination revision, leave it in the comment section. If you have any questions about this question or about this particular question we just did, leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to also subscribe. If it's your first time here or you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all so that you get notified whenever we upload new content. Then finally, do well to share this video to your friends and your colleagues so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.